What is the first thing that I should do? Should we donate? Should we buy something?
Girls are thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna turn 18 and I'm gonna just start making millions of money on this platform.
Your husbands, your brothers, your uncles, your cousins, your doctors, your bosses gave that little girl.
Because when I tell you, she's been being trafficked since she was a child.
Deal. They are letting us know this is publicly managed by the people who are supposed to protect her.
So why are we lying about making $2 million off OnlyFans?
Now she's on social media crying, saying she's being bullied.
Piper Rockelle. I don't know if you know her, but she's a former YouTube star, and her mom started posting videos of her when she was a little girl on YouTube. So they blew up, and she just became well known from there. But when she turned 18, recently she turned 18, and she dropped her OnlyFans video. Like, she opened an OnlyFans and she dropped a video, and according to her, she made $1 million in 1 hour and $3 million in a day. So people have so much to say about that. And then there are also people that are saying that number that she gave is a lie. That receipt that she provided is a lie, that she fabricated it. It was Photoshop, and they have so much to say. People are pointing out the inconsistency in the receipt that she provided. People are saying that is a lie, and now she's on social media crying that people are bullying her, because she created an OnlyFans, or because she's on OnlyFans. So let me show you these videos right now.
The life is going to change just a tad bit. I'm going to get a little bit of, what is the first thing that I should do? Should we donate? Should we buy something? Should I prank my grandma like a crazy ass prank? What should I do? You guys have to comment down, because this is not just for me, okay? I'm sharing all this
Media
shit.
star Piper Rockelle, who turned 18 just months ago, launched an OF account on January 1st of this year. And she is causing quite a lot of controversy due to her posting screenshots of allegedly how much money she made on her first day. Let's take a look at this. Apparently, Piper posted this onto her ex account. I couldn't find this myself. I guess Piper has since deleted it, but I did have, other people captured it. It says, "My first day, forever grateful," and it shows that she made almost $3 million on that platform on the first day. Now, where does the controversy come in? Well, a lot of people are bringing up a lot of great points. Like, for example, a lot of young girls follow Piper Rockelle. They look up to her. A lot of young girls are making their life decisions based off of these girls that are on these platforms, on this specific platform, releasing numbers of, I made $3 million my first day. Girls are thinking, oh my God, I'm going to turn 18 and I'm going to just start making millions of money on this platform. And to be honest, it's like, do we even know that those screenshots are real? Do we know that these numbers that these models throw around, do we know if they're accurate? Because I don't know if I buy it, to be honest with you. But what do you guys think? Put your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk about it.
A time where most households can barely afford food, Piper Rockelle made $1 million in 1 hour. Your husbands, your brothers, your uncles, your cousins, your doctors, your bosses gave that little girl $1 million in 1 hour. Think about how sick that is. Grown ass men, because it's from the ages of 40 to 70 that are watching her content. Younger men are actually grossed out by this, which is amazing. I'm really happy to see this. My son's age, 18, 20, they're like, what the fuck? That's gross. But older men subscribing to it, no problem. Well, you can't even afford fucking groceries. Maybe look into your husband's private accounts and see if he's subscribing to anything. But if you don't know who Piper Rockelle is, she is a very sad, unfortunate, poor, barely 18-year-old girl whose mom sold her to the industry when she was 12, 13 years old, and has been selling her body and pictures for hundreds of thousands of dollars since she was a very little girl. And of course, she doesn't have any other avenue because she's not very smart up here. She's just using her body to make her money. And that sucks.
I genuinely feel so bad for this little girl, Piper Rockelle, because when I tell you, she's been being trafficked since she was a child. Of course, I have to say everything is alleged, but the evidence is all there. She's been in the public eye all over the internet since she's been about 10 years old. When she debuted, they had her wearing makeup and very inappropriate outfits. I'm not going to show you that just because of the fact that she was a very young person doing all of this. Even as a child, she had a glucose guardian. So that was very weird on its own. She also was on a subscription site and it was for younger people, but the people that were like purchasing stuff from your subscription, like when they're purchasing pictures and stuff, they had to be 18. So it was for minors, but the people who were consuming the content had to be 18 and up. As far as the trafficking signs, I feel like her taking pictures and receiving gifts for these pictures, that is a sign of exploitation and being trafficked by her parents.
This was always the plan with Piper Rockelle. Always. So if you don't know who she is, she was sort of like a child YouTuber who kind of grew up on YouTube. She's always had this really big channel, millions of subscribers, same on TikTok, millions of subscribers, all of this content. And a few months, actually back in February of 2025, she had some controversy because she was doing a shoot, like a little photo shoot in the Bob House, which is a house that houses a lot of OF models, and people were like, this is so inappropriate, she's only 17. Yeah, because they were getting her audience ready for a launch. This is what they do. It's that 18-year-old big launch, big day, and look how proud she is. She's so proud. Oh my gosh, we just hit a record. Over $1 million in less than an hour. Like, that is something to be proud of. Great. So you worship money over dignity, over doing something positive in the world, over actually offering someone. OF, in my opinion, is one of the absolute worst sites. I think it is worse than just old school things that you watch, because it's selling you this fake parasocial relationship. And I actually think that the site probably is going to maybe be outlawed at some point, because it is a digital form of something else, in my opinion, that is not legal.
Piper Rockelle already essentially has an OF. I literally could not make this up. Her mom created this site called Brand Army, where she posts bikini pics and just her and other insane outfits. I can't even imagine how much people are paying for that and how explicit she allows it to get before it's deemed illegal. Like, at this point, we know that she's going to join the Bob House. Like, that is a given. But what's worse is that she's already doing this content, like, underage. But the fact that the account even says parent owned. So this whole ordeal, they are letting us know that this is publicly managed by the people who are supposed to protect her. I don't even understand. At least before, it felt like there was some way where this could have been prevented, that someone could have intervened and stopped her from going down this route. But now we know that she's already doing it. There's no stopping this. This is where she's headed, and it was decided for her by her parents. It's sickening. And the crazy thing is, this has happened before. This is not the first time that a young girl has been pushed down the OF pipeline by social media. Benny Popak, I don't know how to say her name, the same thing happened to her. She's 18 now, but I'm pretty sure she even had one of those sites that are literally for old men to prey on underage girls. And I'm sure her parents are making the same profit. It's literally insane. This culture of grooming and sexualizing children is growing at an exponential rate. Like, I kid you not, I feel like this is what I see more often than not in the news. Stories of celebrities harassing children. It is everywhere, and it is overwhelming. I feel like as we're just like normalizing and embracing our sexuality, which is a good thing, we are also finding people trying to do the same thing with being a pedophile. The two are trying to grow hand in hand, and we're trying to push them together through OF. And that is so harmful, because as we integrate the two, we'll start to see pedophilia and intercourse as the same thing. We'll start to blame those who are just sexually liberated and doing that in a way that is not harmful. We need to combat this rhetoric now, because this is exactly where we're headed, and this is exactly what creeps need to continue to do what they're doing.
This question goes out majority to the guys on my TikTok, but I mean, the chicks can weigh in too if they want. So, YouTube child star Piper Rockelle reportedly broke OnlyFans records, earning $1 million in under an hour and $3.4 million on her first day on the platform after turning 18. She's an adult, she can do what she wants to do. But my question is she making this money because there really is a market for guys that want to see that like barely 18 look, like kind of what Girls Gone Wild was built off of? Is that why these chicks just drop these pages and they all of a sudden make this money? Because I know, or I'm assuming, 18, 19, 20-year-old boys are not dropping this kind of stacks on these girls. So without anybody outing themselves, I mean, I'm just asking a general question is the market that large for girls that just turn 18? Again, they're adults, so no shade. I'm not hating on anybody. But is that why they're making the amount of money that they're making? Like, are dudes literally sitting around, like, waiting to tap into the barely 18 market? That's my question for you guys, because I honestly just don't know. And like I said, no shade, I'm just curious.
Don't let Piper fool you, because she did not make 1 million in 1 hour. Because if you look closer to the screenshot that she posted on her Instagram page and her story, on the messages on the very end, there's a $sign, which means it's photoshopped, because I am a creator on that platform and that doesn't happen. So yeah, you can ask any OF creator, they'll tell you the exact same thing. This is definitely clickbait, is wanting to make sure that you think she made this much, so you click it so she gets a sale. It's a business tactic. Don't fall for it. Just saying. Love you guys.
So why are we lying about making $2 million off OnlyFans? If you don't know what I'm talking about Piper Rockelle. She lied about making $2 million off her OnlyFans, trying to follow in the footsteps of Lil Tay and fucking Rain. Yeah, I forgot her ass. And my only things is like, bro, we already know your easy ain't going. And number two, you didn't have to lie about making $2 million. Niggas didn't get we wouldn't give a fuck if you were a failed porn star, honestly.
Crying on the internet because people caught her lying about her OF. As you guys know, the girl Piper, who recently turned 18, showed that she made $2 million after she opened up a OF. That was cap. Now she's on social media crying, saying she's being bullied and people are mad at her about having an OF. No, people are just tired of you guys trying to push these false narratives to these young girls that the...
Well, I think she's still a kid. She's barely 18, but since 18 is the legal age, if that's what she chooses to do with her life, that's what she chooses to do with her life. Who am I to sit here to judge someone else's lifestyle? You know what I mean? I don't have anything else to say, but I have a problem with people that are paying for that kind of content. She's a kid, and I don't think people her age, 18, 19, are paying to watch her on that website. I think people that are paying to watch her are pedos, like older men that wants to see young kids. You know what I mean? But if that's what she want to do, that's what she want to do. She's an adult and she make her decisions, and we can't do anything about it. And yeah, but I think our generation is cooked, and I think I don't know. I think, yeah. That's what I have to say. But let me know what you think about this story down in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in my next video.